Good evening, men, and welcome to another episode of Listening to Drivel from a Mangina. Now, have a look at the thumbnail. That is a cross between a dog, which is probably quite smart and intelligent, and the author of this article, who is completely fucking retarded. How to train your man like clearly a mangina or a male feminist. Is your man forgetful, untidy, disobedient, slobbering? Fear not, because Mick Wright reveals the 7 secrets to keeping men in check. No collar required. By Mick Wright. And look, you probably can't see it very clearly here, but look at this man here. But look at this mangina. Look at that mangina. Look at that mangina. It's practically dripping from, like, you can see the soy dripping from all of his pores. He says, I'm a dog. I'm not having a breakdown. It's more of a realization. Men are like dogs. You can train them. I'm not for a minute saying that men are less complex than women, nor that you should totally generalize about an entire gender, but there is some compelling evidence. So, Mick, would you say that it would be all right if we were to make generalizations about an entire gender? I feel like you and I might beg to differ on that one. It seems like you are a little one-sided from the get-go. What works for Mexican dog trainer Cesar Milan, dealing with a silly Shih Tzu, yeah, comparing men to a little Shih Tzu, he's like, fuck out of here, mate, can work with a man who just does not seem to listen to you. Another caveat, I don't think nagging is a female trait. Really? Really? Have you spoken to any married men before you wrote this article? I don't think you did, because otherwise you might have some conjecture on this particular point. I've been guilty of it in the past, and having worked in a few gay clubs in my time, see where this is going, guys? You see where this is going? And having worked in a few gay clubs in my time, have seen catty men who make Corrie's inner sharples, ask your gran, look like a paragon of politeness and calm. All that said, here's some tips on training your man. No collar or choke chain required. The following points are taken verbatim from the Dog Trust's Guide to Training Your Dog. Point 1. Training can be started at any age. The sooner the better. The same applies to your man. He may be 45 and claim he's stuck in his ways, but his action figures can go in the garage, and leaving his pants on the bathroom floor isn't a mean of religious expression. Point 2. Done properly, training should be fun, both for you and your dog, reinforcing the good relationship between you. This notion of training your man is the same thing. If simply telling him to stop doing something isn't working, using a bit of psychology to help him learn not to do something is actually kindness, and you'll both be happier. Yeah, you'll be happier. He might not be, but hey, who cares, right? Point 3. In order to be effective and to gain the best results, all training should be based around positive rewards. So you're saying she should be sitting there with food going, here, Sydney, come, Sydney, here's a treat, good, Sydney. I'm like, yes, feminine overlord, yes, feminist. Think it's going to play out too well? Hell no, because I'm a masculine man and I don't fall for that shit. So 1, 2, 3. And he says, here, training a bloke is much easier than training a dog. Blokes don't need to be given biscuits or a big slab of meat to feel rewarded. I'm sure you can use your imagination to think of a few good treats. Yeah, what's the treat going to be? Vagina? Well, sorry ladies, but we can get that anywhere these days. And I'm not saying that guys just go out and get vagina left, right, and center. Some do. Most don't. But my point is this, that you're not the only one with what we want. Right? So if that's what you're using to control our behavior, then we'll just go to someone else who won't control our behavior. Right? This is just a general point, but I think you guys would probably fairly well agree with me on that. All right. Point 5. Sorry, is that What do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Point 4. Always verbally praise your dog each time, even if he is not being rewarded with a treat. Oh, you're such a good boy. Such a good boy. You should do that all the time because I want you to. His commentary, Mr. Mangina, that is. As with the pooch, so with your hopefully favorite man. Compliments and being told you've done something good are far more effective than being chided for when you fall short. Well, to a degree, that's right. But you're coming from the wrong place, buddy. Point 5. Punishment should never be used in training. Fuck, there's actually a bit of common sense in this. Punishment should never be used in training. If you punish your dog, it will only teach him to be scared of you, or just hate you, and may eventually teach him to be aggressive. He will mistrust you and your relationship may break down. May? Just replace the word dog in the above sentence and the sentiment remains the same for your human training academy. Point 6. Practice in your home and garden first before trying commands in public areas. Really? Practice in the home and the garden training your man before you start barking orders at him in public areas. Great advice, dickhead. AKA telling your boyfriend, husband or partner that he's a knob while you're out in public is never good. You think? Point 7. Always give your dog an enjoyable, long-lasting, chewy treat to relax with at the end of a session, or he may become frustrated with when the rewards or treats stop. And he says, yes, I recommend a steak. I hate to break it to Mick Wright, or Mangina Wright, whatever her name is. But the reality is, women are not going to have sex with you because you wrote this article. When are you going to learn that being a mangina isn't going to get you laid? It's just going to make you mincemeat for feminists. And it's going to make you completely undesirable to anyone decent in the opposite sex. Now, we've got a comment here from Shazam679. Says, my wife succeeded in keeping me in line for a while until I said the most heartless thing in one of our many arguments. Savage. But sometimes you got to. Case in point, words are powerful and dogs can't talk. So true, brother. So true. Thank you for those words of wisdom. Anyway, men, I'd really love to get your thoughts on this. So once this live video is finished, please drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it, because I've got some great stuff coming over the next few days that you do not want to miss. If you've just tuned in, or if you only missed half this stream, go back and watch it. It's great stuff from the beginning, right? And this is really talking about how, we are not dogs, right? Yes. All humans operate on the reward system, right? But just if we get stuff when we do the right thing, we're going to keep doing it. If we get penalized when we do the wrong thing, we're going to stop doing it. So don't penalize us for doing the right thing when you don't know it's the right thing, right? And this is the foresight that men have. And look, there's a lot of women that have got a lot of foresight as well, but I just find that more men, a lot more men than women, have foresight 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps ahead. Like, if someone said to us men 50 years ago, right, we're going to introduce this thing called feminism and we're going to push for all of these rights and we're going to push to have men demonized for domestic violence and we're going to push for extra women's rights and extra protections from women and all of these things, right? And that's totally fine to push for those things. But if you asked any logical male back in the 50s what they thought was going to happen, I guarantee there's probably some of my subscribers that are going to watch this and go, yeah, I'm one of those guys and I knew this shit was going to happen, right? We can see ahead. we're practically fucking clairvoyant when it comes to what's going to happen next with women, right? We know exactly what's going to happen next. And it just kills me that women don't have the foresight, collectively speaking, of course, majority, over 50%, women don't have the foresight to see how they fucked up, right? And I think about Alyssa Milano when she tweeted out that tweet back before Me Too and said, oh, you know, everyone that has ever suffered sexual harassment or, you know, been felt uncomfortable around a man, right back and say Me Too. Alyssa Milano started Me Too, although Me Too's been happening since, you know, got back in the Salem witch trials. Poor Emmett Till, right? Mid-1900s. Like, women have been lying to punish people and lying to absolve themselves of responsibility since the fucking dark ages. Right? And I came across an article today. A 14-year-old girl at school made a false rape allegation against a fellow student. And I am going to cover that topic. So again, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the bell. Because these are things you need to hear about, especially if you're at school. Especially if you know young kids. All right? Anyway, guys. Hoping to get your thoughts on this. So please smash that thumbs up. Get this video trending so more men can hear about what's going on and understand that they need to watch out and be careful. Right? So smash that thumbs up. Share this video, please, with everyone you know that needs to hear this message. And comment after this video finishes if you want to. And also to the guys who commented and said that they wanted a particular shirt design made. And I said I'd do it within 24 hours. I haven't ignored you guys, but I really want to make it awesome for you. So please stay tuned for that. I really appreciate your patience. All right, man. I'm out of here for now. Looking forward to catching you in the next video. And I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.